Howdy, I am the left-handed rogue. If you are one of the 2 or 3 people that actually follow me or watch my videos, you know that I do a lot of work as a maker, a creator, and I'm pretty active in our 3D printing groups. I've shown off some of my designs before. I'm really excited to announce that I am working with Greyhound from Greyhound Lockpicking. He is now selling a number of my 3D prints, and that has motivated me to design some more. A lot of ideas that been having rattling around in my head, and I'm just going to start off with exactly where this started and where it's going. So, if you've seen my prints, you would know that I have done these magnetic 3D printed turning holding cases. And much like Greyhound himself, I don't like to have things rattling around in a bag. That is why I made this. They are magnetic retention. I can throw them in any of my lock-picking bags, and I don't worry about any of my tools flying around. Well, I originally designed that because that is the jumping off point that I have to another series of designs. So I'm going to put these aside for now, and I'm going to show you where we're at. So, I have designed a new type of lock-picking workstation, let's call it. The size really doesn't matter. I have everything scaled to 1 inch by 1 inch. I've kind of taken a few creative design ideas, if not straight concepts, from things like Gridfinity. I obviously don't have a grid in here, but you will see how that is going to play out in a moment. So originally I thought about using these. So this is an 8x4 box. This is 3D printed. The box I have chosen is not the one that I would actually use in practice. This was something that was on the Open Creative license, so I don't have to worry about credit or attribution. Just if I share it as a design, I have to credit the original creator. This can work with any box of any kind. However, what I did is I went on Amazon and I found these 430 stainless steel sheets. They're 8x4, and I have 2 of them, and that is the base of what I'm going to work on. As you can see with the old turners, it sticks, and it sticks really, really good. I can flip these around, I can try and throw it, it won't work. You will see that it actually ripped my magnets out. So I actually epoxy most of my stuff, but for the demos, I actually just used a 2-sided tape to get the job done. Because I don't know that I'm necessarily keeping anything the way that it is at the moment. These are all prototypes. However, you would recognize these were my old Reapers turning kit. And this was the ones for the Moke Workshop. I have completely redesigned those to fit a 1 inch by 1 inch grid profile. So this one is going to be, 2 inches by, I want to say, 4 or 5 inches. And this is my new Moke's Workshop turners. And as you can see, I can just pop them right here in the corner, and it works. I can still get at all my tools. If I need to move it, I can kind of slide it out a bit, but I can still reach up here and pull out my tools just fine. The problem is that I can't get these Reapers into a 1 inch width. So I kind of did some redesigning, and now, I should probably show those before I just stick them. Now I have a 1 inch. Here's my Reaper top of keyway. 1x3. Here's my Reaper bottom of the keyway. 1x3. And it works. And the idea is I'm going to build out a bunch of these modules that'll fit and shape in there. I have different styles of them. So this is based on the original Moke Workshop turning tools that came with the Explorer kit, which had the, what is it, 4 turning tools, all but the 2 thickest ones. And those still work just fine. That one's the thick one too. And I will just drop these in here for my top of keyway. I'll grab these out for my bottom. So, as you can see, they all fit in there. They're very tight and very nice. And you can just drop them right on here as well. The nice thing is that, you know, there's a gap over here. And it's actually not bad, because if you look here, I have one of Greyhound's picks with the profiles that I've redesigned. And you can actually just drop that right in there, and it fits. I do plan on making a module for these, and I do plan on making a module so I can have a number of the uncased picks, and that would be good on the other side. But here's the other kind of cool thing. Let's say, you know, I have a module here. I don't have enough. Well, I can probably just... Let's see, you got some gaps in there. You can 3D print spacers, and these are just using the standard 6x4 millimeter. And you can drop them in there, and that'll keep things from rolling around. It's actually nice for the bottom of keyway reapers, because they stick out just a little bit beyond the profile. As you can see there. But the benefit is, let me just slide this in, and I do plan on getting other tools like a gutting workstation and, you know, just holders for more picks. But the nice thing is I can take this case and not a darn thing moves. So the idea would be that you can get any case of any size. It's kind of like an open source type deal. And it'd be kind of cool if some of the creators could, some of the other makers out there might like to make ideas like this. And I would like to get at least the information on the box that I've made, and the 3D and the metal plates out to the community. I think this is kind of a new and cool idea. I have a lot of other ones rattling around in my head. This was just next on my list. So if there's any interest in any of this, please comment below, like or subscribe. Thank you.